Aloha, bitches. Back from the beer review. Something new to the NSLC, yet again. Whenever I see something new, I generally pick it up. This is the newest addition to Alexander Keith's one hop, or single hop series, whatever they're calling it. Hop series. That's what they call it. Alexander Keith's Saphir Hop Ale. If you recall, they've done the Hallertauer, Cascade, and they've done Galaxy Hop in the past, and the Galaxy Hop was probably the best out of all of them. And even that was kind of weak sauce, but who knows? We'll see what we expect here. 5.5% alcohol by volume, hints of black tea and tangerine, herbal and flowery aroma of this German hop. And Saphir is a German hop. It's a offshoot of noble hop varieties. It's I guess they sort of call it like a they don't call them noble hops, but they're like similar to noble hops. There's a couple offshoot varieties. This was developed because the Hallertauer succumbs to disease very easily, and apparently this one is very resistant to disease, and it's also like one of the hops with the lowest alpha acid and bitterness out of most varieties, I guess. So interesting. It's more of a flavoring and aroma hop than it is a bittering hop, apparently. But yeah, apparently this is becoming more and more popular in use. So they said on the box that this uses 100% malt. They don't specify what malt. Is it 2-row? Is it 6-row? Is it even barley? We'll see. But yeah, you know, you can get this in the 6-packs or the cans. I got it in the 6-pack this time because I knew I had some people to share it with, and it was just more convenient to carry the 6-pack out than the 3 cans, believe it or not. So, yeah. Pour it in my Keith's glass here. Replacement for the Hallertauer Mittelfrüh or something along those lines. Terrible language, German. The Irish comedian Dylan Moran was right when he said German sounds like a typewriter covered in tinfoil being thrown down a flight of stairs. Anyway, we'll look at the appearance here. It's maybe it's a bit darker than the couple of the other ones in the series. I pretty much looks similar to Alexander Keith's color, maybe a little bit darker. Nice little bit of a head there. Seems to be holding on pretty well. Go right to the aroma. Grassy earthiness, but there is citrus hint in there. You smell it once, and the citrus and the sort of grassy earthiness combine together, and it smells like tea. You smell it on a bit longer, and the earthiness goes down a little, and you pull out a bit more of the citrus, and it smells more like tangerine, like it says on the bottle. Yeah. Go right to the taste. Smells good. Doesn't smell dumbed down, I guess is the best way to say it. I'm getting a bit of the malt as well, so it smells like an ale. So let's go right to the taste. Cheers. The body seems a little less watery than the previous editions. It seems like they would have upped the malt content a little bit this time around. Not much in the start of the taste. Like, you get a little bit of sort of an herbal note, a little bit of malt character. North American Pale, I assume, is what they're just using here for the base. Um, Maybe a teeny bit of that sort of tea flavor that they hint about on the bottle, but after that, it drops right off to the earthiness of the hops. Very earthy, like to the point where I know some friends of mine, like the Albino Rhino and Average Joe, would probably not like this because the earthiness is akin to like East Kent Golding or Fuggles. Sort of in that same range. Maybe not quite Copper Coin, but the intensity is definitely a bit stronger than what you'd find in the sort of earthy, excuse me, hops of a lot of the Sam Adams brews. Very dry, earthy finish. Definitely not super bitter. People not used to bitter beers, of course, drinking this for the first time will think it's very bitter. But for me, it's just earthy bitterness, not super intense. Tastes pretty decent, actually. But at the same time, not exciting at all. But, it's a one-hop beer. It's not supposed to be exciting. This might be one of the better constructed of the one-hop beers they've done in their series so far. At least it showcases seems to showcase the hop a bit better than the Galaxy and the Cascade and the Hallertau did. You really do pretty much get the full character of the Saphir on this, I guess. And it's still fairly easy to drink. I find it easy to drink because I like that earthy kind of thing. Would I buy it again? No. Partly on principle, partly because it's not that exciting. I'd rather just get something with Fuggles or East Kent Golding in it with a bit more complexity. But is it worth trying out? Yeah, it is. Actually, this might be my favorite of the one hops so far. I don't think I've given anything over a 3. 3.5. 3.5 out of 5 for Alexander Keith's Saphir Hop Ale. They actually made a pretty damn decent beer. Like I said before in a previous review, their one hop series, even though they're generally pretty weak sauce, they're probably the best beers Keith's have made since their traditional lager, which they discontinued years and years ago. So that's saying a little bit for them. Doesn't mean I'm going to run back to them and say, I love you, Alexander Keith's, because it's probably never going to happen. But, yeah, okay. See you guys later. Bye-bye.